Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left.
Looks like they pulled this one.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there. Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Sitting at 4 over for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. That's not the one he wanted. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Going with the 7.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That's frustrating. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 4th place.
Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Here we have a par 5. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Lookout world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods then didn't go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I can tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 6th. Just needs this one to kick right. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Little birdie look in here.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
He looked to have pulled that one. Putting for bogey here.
In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
I've seen worse looking swings at a playground.
Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
That'll sting a bit. Just a 4-footer remaining. Ooh, right by the hole.
Putting for a bogey. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque